My name is Donna Wafer, and I am a childcare CFO. I assist childcare owners, of course, in making sure that you guys are not paying more than your fair share in taxes per legal IRS loopholes and guidelines. And I also assist you guys in increasing in your revenues on an annual scale to a 7-figure, 8-figure basis. So today what this video is about, I wanted to talk to the childcare owners about why you should now start implementing your 2022 business tax return preparation. Now is the time to start preparing for the upcoming 2022 tax season, okay? So I get this question all the time, and I just want to provide some clarity. You will be filing your 2022 taxes in the year of 2023. So we entitle that the 2022 tax season because you're filing taxes based on activity that took place in the 2022 year. Okay, so I know some people, they get confused with the dates and they say, why isn't it called the 2023 tax season? It's because activity in the 2023 season has not fully taken place, which is why it's called 2022 tax season that takes place in the year of 2023. So I hope I got that cleared up for those guys who were in question about the verbiage for tax season titles, okay? So what I want to talk about today in today's video are going to be the 3 reasons why you need to start preparing for your 2022 business tax returns, okay, if you're a childcare owner. Now, the number 1 reason is you definitely want to start catching some things that you may not have caught throughout the 2022 year. We have a couple of weeks left in 2022, so now is the time to start preparing for the 2022 tax season, which means that you will be tax planning. It means that you will start getting your expenses together. You will start getting your incomes together. Hopefully, you've had monthly bookkeeping throughout the 2022 tax year, because this is going to play a critical role in regards to, if you're going to owe the IRS or not. And if you are going to owe the IRS, how much is it that you're going to owe the IRS? So now is the time. In the month of December, you want to really start gathering your documents for your tax prepare. You want to start gathering those copies of previous year tax returns, driver's license, social security card copies. You don't want to wait until you get into tax season to start getting these things together. You want to start accumulating these documents now. I do understand that there may be documents that you have to wait on until the year ends. That's perfectly fine, but you want to start accumulating what you can accumulate before the year actually ends, such as driver's license, copies of social security cards, prior year tax returns, things like that. All right. So you want to start gathering these documents because now you can start tax planning. You and your financial professional can start tax planning in regards to, how much is it that you're actually going to save for 2022 and versus how much does it look like you're going to actually owe for 2022, because there is a way to guesstimate and estimate if you're actually going to owe before, actually filing your taxes. So gathering these documents, getting your expenses together, getting your incomes together, this is definitely going to help you tremendously because you can tax plan from that. You and your financial professional can speak about the things that you can actually write off, what things that you're going to defer, and things like that. These things are going to help you tremendously in regards to saving and not paying more than your fair share in taxes. That's one reason you want to start gathering documents, is to start effectively tax planning. The second reason why you want to start preparing for the 2022 tax season is you want to go through the tax season calm. So many years I get, different business owners, childcare owners who are in a frenzy. And this is typically because they wait until the actual tax season opens, which is January the 15th, sometimes January the 18th, depending on what year you're in. They wait until the tax season opens to start gathering documents, to start asking, what do I need? What documentation do you need in order for me to make sure that I'm not paying more than my fair share in taxes? They wait until tax season actually opens up, and that's not something that you want to do. You want to get these questions answered before the tax season even starts, okay? So that's another thing. You just want to make sure that you're getting these documents together so you're not all over the place when tax season comes. Because when you're unprepared, you're in frenzy, you're worried about if you're going to pay the IRS, you're going to miss a lot of things. You start missing deductions. You start overlooking questions that you should be asking, because your mind isn't on that. Your mind is on getting your taxes prepared, getting them off to the IRS so that you don't owe a late filing penalty or a late payment penalty. Okay, but it's more to it than just that. Nobody wants to pay the IRS more than their fair share in taxes. So this should be on your mind right now. I know the holidays are coming, but this is very important. Childcare owners, that you start, gathering those documents, that you start asking questions, because you don't want to be all over the place when tax season does begin. You want it to be a smooth process, okay? It's a very smooth process. The third reason why you want to start planning for the 2022 tax season, because typically I find that a lot of child care owners at the beginning of a new year, they're ready to start acquisition. They're ready to start purchasing things, whether it be a facility, whether it be a center, whether it be a business vehicle, whether it be an additional expansion. They start purchasing things, okay? So they're starting to talk to mortgage officers, bankers, investors, things like that. And guess what? They're going to ask you for. They're going to ask you for your most recent tax return. And if you've had great profits in the 2022, you want to get those taxes, completed as soon as possible so that you have this documentation to submit to whomever from a financial standpoint, so they can see how effective your business was running for the 2022 year and base that decision upon how much capital they're going to lend you for whatever it is that you're trying to get for your child care. Like I stated, maybe you're trying to expand, maybe you're trying to purchase a center, maybe you're trying to do a merger and acquisition, maybe you're trying to purchase a vehicle. But the tax document will definitely be one of those documents that are going to be requested from these financial professionals in order to make a decision on how much they're going to lend you, what terms, and things like that. So that's another reason why you want to just knock your tax return out the park, get it done as quickly as possible, but as accurately as possible. That is why you are to start now, okay? So just to recap, the 3 reasons why you want to start preparing for your 2022 business tax return. Number 1, you definitely want to make sure that you can tax plan. If you see that, after gathering documents and talking to a financial professional, that it looks like it guesstimates that you're going to owe, you want to start putting a tax plan together to where you can get that tax liability down. The second reason is, like I stated, you don't want to be all over the place. You don't want to be worried. You don't want to be moving too swiftly, because you're going to miss, like I said, you're going to miss deductions. You're going to miss questions that should have been answered, and you're going to probably more so than likely end up paying more than your fair share in taxes just because you were rushing to get the process done. Thirdly, you definitely want to make sure that those tax returns are done in a timely fashion, as early as possible if you can, if you know that you're that child care owner who's getting ready for an acquisition, who's getting ready to purchase, these big capital improvements or whatever it may be for your child care. You definitely want to make sure that your tax returns are complete and accurate and are, standing at a favorable standpoint for you, so that you can get the things that you need to assist you in growing your child care and expanding to the level that you're wanting to expanding. Okay, so I hope this information was very valuable to you. I hope this video was valuable to you. If you have any questions, or if you're that child care owner that needs assistance, that needs hand-holding, that just needs some direction in regards to the 2022 tax season, maybe you haven't been keeping up with your income and expenses on a month-to-month basis, and you just need some help, there is a link below this video. Go ahead and click the link, and myself or one of my staff members will definitely reach out to you, and we'll sit with you and strategize with you in regards to how you can make this 2022 tax season a favorable season for you. So thank you to all who watch, and have a great day.